still?
My bad.
Can you stay still? Or are you walking down
Give
the
me
floor to your
give
room?
me give me 10 seconds.
You're good. You're good. We'll bear with
Yeah.
you. All right. Well, hopefully we don't lose him again going into his room here. We might have to go.
Okay.
All right, here he is. He's back.
All right, we're
He's
good,
in.
man.
He's in. All
Live
right.
television at
All right,
its
I'm
best.
good.
All right. You're frozen, but we can kind of see you. You good now? I think
Yeah,
you're
I'm
good.
good. I'm good.
All right, let's do it. Just know, I'm going to give you a little tip. Next time you do an interview, don't go on an elevator. All right, just don't.
Yeah, I got you.
Congrats again. What was it, obviously, about Duke? Because it was Duke, Alabama were the final two for you, but you had about 4 schools in there as of a week, 2 weeks ago. What was it about Duke where you wanted to get this done now?
Honestly, Coach Shire and the staff made it feel like home, made it feel like it was the place where not only I was needed, but kind of like in a way I gravitated towards it and I was the best fit, not only basketball wise, but also for the culture and who I am as a person. They value a lot of the same things I value in terms of just people and especially on the basketball court. But the connection I built with them, even though I knew them for a short time and then continuing to know them, it feels like I've known them forever.
Take me through kind of the start of your college career, because you started at a Division III program as a fellow Division III college basketball player. Let me tell you that there weren't a lot of guys that I played against that had the ability to one day go play for Duke. So let's just say that.
Yeah.
Did you hit like a late growth spurt? How did your career kind of go the way it went? Because it's a unique story.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's a whole bunch of excuses I can make in terms of like I wasn't looked at or didn't play on it. I never played on AAU circuit or all that stuff. But to be honest with you, I just wasn't that good. Like I wasn't that good to play at Duke, and obviously there as a kid like Duke and Kansas and a lot of the schools that I looked up to and watched on TV. You had dreams playing there, but I didn't really have I guess the work to match the ambition of wanting to go there, and so it proved in to me going D3 at a high school, and I thank my coaches at D3 because that experience really helped me grow not only as a man but as a basketball player as well. Absolutely consuming myself with the game and realizing to the level I wanted to get to, I had to get better and I had to put in more work.
So what is the best part of your game? If I had to say pick one thing out that is your biggest strength right now as a player, what is it?
Versatility. I can do anything and everything. I like to win. That's the biggest thing for me, and I don't care if I got to score 40 points or I got to score 4 points, but whatever I need to do in order to win the game and win each and every possession, because at the end of the day, what is tracked is wins and losses. Obviously they track stats, but if you average 40 points a game, but you're on a losing team, that's worse than averaging 14 points a game on a winning team. And with the school I just committed to, I know what the expectation is, and I don't expect anything less from us as a team, from me as a player, and just to be able to showcase my skill set of being so versatile that you can tell me to do anything, I'm gonna get it done.
Cedric, we talked to you last year at WCC Media Day, one of the 8-hour long live streams that we did. If I would have told you in that interview that by the time the season's over, you're going to play 6 games, you're going to be done for the year with a shoulder injury, and then when it's all said and done, your choice is going to be between the NBA, Duke, and Alabama for where you're going to end up playing, would you have believed me when we were sitting there at that table that would be the path that you would be taking?
No shot. I honestly probably would have cut you off when you mentioned the shoulder injury, because then I would have been like, why are you putting that in the air? But it's something you can't predict, and I'm in a unique situation, and I'm in a blessed situation to where, although I did only play 6 games and I did have a shoulder injury, that it's not obviously I didn't play, but I don't call it's not a setback for me. It's just a thing where it happened. You can't go back on it. Like, but all you can do is maximize each day while learning to deal with something new. It's just like a bump in the road. I think one thing that was like made me secure myself during this whole process was Coach Riley told me, he was like, man, your shoulder injury is a speed bump in the road. Meanwhile, like you going to D3 was like a wall in the road you had to get around. You know what I mean? So I've been through a lot tougher things and a lot of things that seemed more impossible than coming back from the shoulder injury. So being able to deal with this was kind of easy, and I had the right people in my corner in order to, keep my head straight and, keep me motivated on what the ultimate goal was and still
Hey,
is.
how old are you now, Cedric? How old are you?
21. I won't turn 22 until September.
You just, I mean, you just sound mature, man. You sound really. I'm sure Rob's thinking the same thing when we're talking to you right now. For a guy that, again, started in the D3 ranks and played, at Eastern Washington, only played a half dozen games here at Washington State. And I remember thinking this when we talked to you back at Media Day as well. All right, give me where your head's at now with the NBA draft process, because it surprised me a little bit that Duke would take a guy right now that's going through the process and hasn't already decided, hey, I'm going to withdraw. I'm coming to Duke. How did you guys leave it right now? Is it still that you're going to go through the process and then make a decision in a month or so?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no set timetable on when the decision is going to be made, but as I gain more information, as I talk to the people close to me, and that have the information in order for me to make that decision, um, and as I talk more to Coach Shire and the staff, we'll I guess, come to a decision on what's best for me. Something with Coach Shire and the staff that I really respected is that they respected my choices in terms of like still going along with this. Cause like you said, I'm in a unique situation to where like you wouldn't expect a player that's going through what I'm going through right now to be, I guess, recruited and, so highly sought after by a Duke or a Kansas or a Kentucky or whatever it may be. But as I gain more and more information, I will make a more informed decision. It's going to take time. There's no set timetable on everything, but at the same time, it's ultimately just going to be as I gain more detailed information on what could be the best decision, then you make it from there.
The thing I love about the fit with you at Duke is that we saw it like quite a bit last year, but it feels like what John's trying to build is a team where you got your star and you got four guys around him that can shoot, that can pass, that can dribble, that can defend, and that can switch and be guard ones, guard fives, guard whatever. And you feel like the prototype for how you can run a defense and run an offense with that style of play. But that also happens to be what works at the NBA level, right? Like guys that are 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan that can make threes and that can guard different positions. Those guys are pretty valuable in the league too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. One thing that attracted me to Duke, besides, obviously the brand, but was the basketball side of things. Like watching them this year, their so and so called star was Cooper Flag, best player in the nation, easily and well deserved. But something I looked at was like me coming in, Cooper Khan, Kamal Malawach, Tyrese Proctor, Deion James, like the whole starting five, they're leaving, right? So how are they going to replace that? But then again, I looked at it from a perspective like Caleb Foster, me, the Boozer twins, Pat Gongba, Isaiah Evans, like we got killers on this team, and the shortest guy is 6'4". Like as much as you want to push the narrative like you have the one star and then the four guys around them that help. This is a team full of stars, and it's a team full of guys that are killers and just want to do whatever it is that can help us win, whether it's play defense, whether it's score 4 points like I said earlier, or 40. I mean, each guy has the potential and the ability to do anything on any given night.